Okay, so record IDs are basically used for identifying a record where in the complete Salesforce org, right? So every record has got their own record ID. So if I'll go to contact, if I'll go to this Andy Young, it has got its own record ID. So that's what it is. Now let me go back to Lightning experience. So if you'll see in the classic, I've got a 15-digit record ID, and in Lightning, I've got a 18-digit record ID. So there are two types of record IDs. So 15-digit record ID is case sensitive. An 18-digit record ID is case insensitive. An 18-digit record ID is the checksum of the capitalization of the first 15 digits or the last 3 digits, right down. The last 3 digits of a record of an 18-digit record ID, of an 18-digit record ID. The last 3 digits of an 18-digit record ID is the checksum of the capitalization of first 15 digits of record ID. Of first 15 digits of record ID. Is the checksum of capitalization of first 15 digits of record ID. Okay, I'll come to that later, but first, in Salesforce Classic, 15-digit record ID is shown onto the UI. So earlier, and in the notes as well, you might find that 15-digit record ID is shown onto the UI, whereas 18-digit record ID is shown or used in the coding or in the API, right? So if you want to use a record ID in coding or in Apex, you're going to use which one? 18-digit. And if you're going to use if you want to use it onto the UI, or if you will see which one you will see on the UI, the 15-digit. That was true until there was only Classic. But when the moment Lightning came up, this changed. On the UI as well, we were able to see the 18-digit record ID. On the API also, we can use 18-digit record ID. That's what it is. But still, there are two versions of it, and the original record ID is 15-digit only. But when you store the information of which letter is capital of the first 15 digits, it converts itself to 18-digit record ID. And I'll show it to you how that works. First of all, you got this. There are two different record IDs. Now let's see how to convert a 15-digit record ID to an 18-digit record ID. But before that, we have to divide this record ID into something else. So the first 3 characters of a record ID defines the object. First 3 characters of a record ID defines the object. Got it? Okay. So for account, it is 001. For contact, it is 003. For leads, it is 00Q. Right? This is predefined. We cannot do anything about it. For custom objects, it's system dependent. So for the first custom object that you create in your org, this is the pattern that I have noticed. A00. If you've created the first object as student, then student object's first 3 digits of the record ID would be A00. The second object that you've created, A01, A02. And I'm not sure, I'm not saying that this is how it's going to be. This is the pattern that I have noticed since years, since all of these years. So that's how it goes. But for account, for contact, for leads and everything, these are the first three digits with which a record ID starts. Let's have a look. If I'll go to any of the lead, what is it? Right? If I'll go to account, what would it be? 01. And for contact, we've already seen it 003. So that's what it is. So first three characters always define the object, and then the rest characters define the record. That's what it is. Make sense? Okay. And let's see for the student. A00. As I told you, the first object that you create gets associated with A00. So I created the first object as student, or the student was the first object that I created. Is it clear? Okay. Now let's see the process of converting 15-digit record ID to 18-digit record ID. Right? This is a 15-digit record ID. Vivek, which object's record it is? Exactly. So it's an account object record. Now, what are the steps that you have to do in order to convert a 15-digit record ID to 18-digit ID? Let's see. Number one, divide into 3. How? Oh, sorry. Right? Second step. Reverse. Done? Now ask yourself a question. Is it from capital A to capital Z? Let's see. Is it 1? That's it. So as I told you, the last 3 digits only store the information of the capital letters in the first 15 digits. So over here, you have to ask yourself this question, that is this letter, or is this whatever, yeah, is this letter a capital letter, or is this at this place whether we have got a capital letter or not, or capital alphabet or not? If we have got a capital alphabet, then assign it 1, else assign it 0. So that's exactly what I've done over here. Capital A got 1, 0 got 0, 1 got 0, 0 got 0, 0 got 0, 0 again 0, 0, 0, 0. X capital it is 1. For A small it is 0. V capital it is 1. For U small it is 0. For 9 it's a number 0. So this is how we got to this. Now there's a lookup table that you have to look into in order to assign the values for all of these. So do you know anything about binary numbers? Yeah? Digital electronics. Everyone knows in computer science. Seriously? If I'll ask you anything about digital electronics, you'll be the first one to leave the class. I know that. Isn't it? They're like, yes, no doubt. Yeah, 0, 1. Just like, yeah. So that's how it goes till what? So yeah, this is how it goes. Make sense? No? These are binary number, guys. Like binary numbers you do not know. Seriously. What all you have to do, can't help. Ignore it. If you do not know it, I cannot explain it. Is electronics and air. But anyways, this is a lookup table that you have to look up to. Now tell me, 1 triple 1 4 times 0. What it is? What it should be? 1 4 times 0. Let's solve the other ones first. This is 1 0 1 triple double 0. We're gonna get that. So what? So let's go a little up. 1 0 triple 1. 1 0 1. X. Before X, what is that? W U V X V. V 1 0 1 1 0. 1 0 1 0 1. W W U V U. P Q R S T U V. P Q R S T U V W. बताओ इतना सा नहीं आता मुझे. 1 0 1 0 0. 1 0 0 1 1 and 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 1 and 1 0. Are we good with this? Oops. What's P then? 4 times 1. No worries. So this is what the lookup table looks like, and now we have to go back to this. 4 times 0 is what? Q. 10100 is what? U. So these are the last 3 characters that we have got. Now what we need to do is append this to first 15 digits. Let me see if there is something on chart. I don't think so. Okay. Now the complete record ID is this by this is your 18-digit record ID. Where these 3 digits we have calculated with this formula and we have appended it to the first 15 digits. Is it clear? Everyone know? I'm going to come to that. So when you convert a binary into a decimal, then only that you take 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 4. So what you do at that moment is, when you convert this binary number into decimal, so you take 2 to the power 0 in here, 2 to the power 1 in here, 2 in here, 3 in here, and 4 in here. But I'm not asking you to convert into decimal. It's still binary. Got it? So first of all, have you got this 15 to 18 digit conversion? Now let's talk about it, why we are actually learning it. So first of all, I want you to understand the mechanism. Second, earlier in Classic, we had to convert it, and we at least should know that how it gets converted in order to work as a developer. We should know that what exactly is happening. So over there, if you'll realize what we are doing over here, we're just storing the information of the capital letters in that first 15 digits. And why it is important, why it is necessary to understand, because you are working in an environment. Apex is a case insensitive language. So in that insensitive language, if you want to work, you need a record ID which is also insensitive. And 15-digit record ID is case sensitive. But in order to convert it into case insensitive, you have to perform this operation. That's what it is. And I'm just explaining you this process, and you will not have to do it again. You'll not have to do it every time whenever you want to convert it. With the help of Lightning, we have already got it converted. But earlier when we used to work in Classic, if we wanted to convert it, there is a function that we could use to convert it. And the name of that function is, let me tell you. What do you pass as an argument inside? ID. What is ID? The 15-digit record ID. Exactly. So case safe ID is basically a function which converts a 15-digit record ID to 18-digit. Himali, now tell me, how to convert 15-digit to 18-digit with the help of case safe ID. It's written. We're still not listening. Case safe ID, right? Now only she has to answer, right? How to convert an 18-digit record ID into 15-digit record ID? So like you have converted 15 to 18. Now I'm asking you to convert 18 to 15. Exactly. Just remove the last 3 digits of it and you've got the 15-digit record ID. Some of them were like, how are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? So it's simple, right? You just remove the last three characters of it and you'll get the 15-digit record ID. Is that okay? Good.